This is the story of Chicky, a small dog who had once been neglected and hurt, who entered my life in a quiet, unhurried way, yet deeply enough to slowly become an irreplaceable part of it. And I still remember the first time I heard about her. She had been kept chained outside, likely used for backyard breeding, and someone had even cropped her ears and tail. It's hard to imagine what she must have gone through before someone stepped in. A video of her condition began circulating, and eventually she was brought somewhere safe. When she arrived, she was in terrible shape, malnourished, filthy, and suffering from several infections. I saw her picture and felt something pull at me, so I went to meet her without overthinking it. When they brought her into the visitation room, everything changed. She walked over, curled up in my lap, and fell asleep as if she had known me forever. That was the moment I knew.
Can you guys stop calling me cute? I'm not cute. I'm mean and scary, and I'll kick your butt.
The adoption agency tried to prepare me, saying she was a little spacey, a bit off, possibly due to overbreeding, but that didn't matter to me. All I saw was a gentle soul who needed a chance. The first 4 days after bringing her home, I didn't go to work or do anything else. I just stayed with her. She couldn't even walk down the stairs on her own, so I had to carry her every time. At first, I thought she simply wasn't used to stairs after living outside, but over time, I realized she needed more than that. She needed patience and a sense of safety to adjust to an entirely new life. She is the silliest, sweetest, most affectionate dog I've ever known. Sometimes I swear she knows exactly what makes me laugh and does it on purpose just to see me smile. For the entire first year, I never heard her bark and thought maybe she couldn't. But one day, when she finally made a sound, it was like a baby dinosaur strange, a little sharp and enough to startle me, but in a way that made me laugh.
We're gonna have to sell your feet pictures. Oh!
There are little things about her that make her so uniquely herself, like how her tongue doesn't quite fit in her mouth and is always sticking out. Sometimes I gently push it back in so it doesn't get too dry. She loves holding my hand, and when I try to pull away, she holds on as if to say, "Don't go." She also loves being held like a baby, curling up with her belly exposed while I gently rock her. To me, that's a quiet kind of trust. I teach dance, and she often comes with me, following me around like a little shadow. My students adore her so much so that if I don't bring her, they immediately ask where she is. I've had dogs my whole life, but this bond feels different, not something that formed instantly, but something that quietly grew day by day through the smallest moments until I realized I couldn't imagine my life without her. Even now, if I'm away from her for just a day or two, I feel that absence deeply and find myself looking at her photos just to feel close again.
Can you guys stop calling me cute? I'm not cute. I'm mean and scary, and I'll kick your butt.
Then, nearly a year after bringing her home, I learned something that changed everything. The vet told me she was completely blind. Suddenly, everything made sense. Her hesitation, the way she moved, how she relied on closeness and feeling her way through the world. She wasn't spacey or off. She had simply been living in the dark all along, and somehow she still found her way to me. Looking back, it feels like our lives were meant to cross. She came from a place of neglect and uncertainty, and step by step, she learned what it meant to feel safe, to be loved, and to belong. And I learned patience, presence, and a kind of love that shows up every single day. So, if you've ever thought about adopting, take the time to truly learn what they need and make sure you can offer a safe, stable environment. Because when you do, what you receive isn't just companionship, it's something deeper, something lasting. Looking back on everything, I've come to realize this journey was never just about rescuing an animal. It was about learning how to walk alongside another life with patience and sincerity. From those early, uncertain days to the quiet rhythm we eventually found, we moved forward one small step at a time. And it was those ordinary moments, carrying her down the stairs, sitting together in silence, that slowly built a bond I can't quite put into words, but feels so deeply. Maybe the most beautiful part isn't that things became perfect, but that we learned to accept and love the imperfections. She didn't need to change to become normal. And I learned that real love isn't about fixing, it's about staying long enough to understand, to care, and to grow together. And sometimes, the smallest, most forgotten souls become the very reason life feels whole.